G'day Dean, it's Roy from The Age. Would like to know your thoughts on how the game played out tonight and how you saw it all happen.
Excuse me. Focus for us was certainly to try and get a better start, and so tick that one off. I thought we came out with the right energy, moved the ball well, and to have a 30-point first quarter and solid defensively as well. So really good start for us. And I thought there was a bit of a lull midway through the second quarter where I thought I think we might have got to 15 up or something like that. But you kind of still felt the game was in the balance. It was the way it was playing. And then obviously just went on a scoring drought and missed a bunch of layups, missed a couple of dunks. And so I didn't think there was a huge problem with our offense other than not finishing plays. But, those transitioned to them getting fast break points and attacking the rim. And, I didn't know it was a 21-0 run to kind of finish that period. But, disappointed we went into the half down. And then, didn't really like the way we come out in the third, had an early timeout and a stand-up timeout, which I haven't had for a while, to challenge the group. But, we found a way, and I think just the way that we moved the basketball a little bit more and got away from set play and really found a couple of different spacings. And, I thought we started to see the ball shared a little bit better, and that's allowed us to make a run. Down the stretch, I thought, Joe was exceptional all night to see him go, 3 of 3 from the three-point line and, just attack the rim the way he did tonight as well. And, in single coverage, and he was just able to get by people and get to the rim. And, Joe Cheese and Ashley are, pretty good shot blockers. And, I thought we were able to get around them. So, really pleasing win. Finish off halfway point in the season at 10-4, and still a lot of improvements. What we wanted to get, we saw some great basketball against Perth in the second and third quarters. We wanted to stretch that out a bit longer tonight, and I think we did. There's just a 5-minute period that we've got to correct.
What's it mean to see the guys again handle business in the fourth when they had their ups and downs, and the game was real close there, and you ended up getting, I think, a dunk and an open three right at the finish there?
Yeah, pleasing about the one that Chris got. It was still a tough shot, but it came out of a structure, and I think it was Shilly and Joe in an on-ball that we thought could create an advantage, and it's good that we can both, when we create an early advantage, attack it straight away or let the basketball shift, and that's what we saw in that one, the basketball move, and there was an advantage on the other side. So I think we've really been trying to work on how we pass the ball as a team, and pleasing to see us have 21 assists tonight and share it. And you're pretty hard to scout if you got multiple people really passing the basketball well, and it's a bit of a highlight tonight. Obviously we'd like to cut down some turnovers, but still an improvement area.
What's it like to see Joe putting together the season that he is, but all this particular run, I think it's 4 games and 20+ points a game, a lot of other production as well. What's it like to see that from him?
Yeah, I think he probably had another 3 or 4 boards that Whitey stole off him again. But, obviously great to see Whitey rebounding the basketball, the way he did tonight. But, I think any time you reach an elite level like Joe has through this period, to then keep doing it consistently and, know that people's coverages are going to increase on him, and he's going to see more attention, and, there's going to be a more focus in the scout on him. So, for him to keep, running through that and even seeing his numbers lift, pretty exceptional. So, when we get into review, he's calling himself out, and that's what I like, the leadership with him to say, yep, I'm playing well, but if I'm doing things wrong, I'm going to let you know, and that's what you want from leaders on your group.
Joe, what's it been like to have this run that you're having? I know the wins are always a big part of it, but to be producing regularly at a high level like this, what's it been like for you?
I don't know. I don't really think too much about it. I think the most important thing for us is continue getting the wins. That's the most important thing, but also just start trending in the right direction. And kind of like Coach said, I feel like we came out really well, but then we just had that little lull. And I feel like that's kind of our team right now. We haven't really had a complete game yet. And I feel like once we do that, we're going to be really tough to beat. So, yeah, we just got to continue on the path of getting better. It's a team sport. I can rave about everybody on the team. I think Whitey was elite. CG as our leader was elite. Shea coming in having 8 assists. Daly's defense, and I felt like Ariel was the biggest change for us in that third quarter. Came in, gave us energy, and gave us big minutes. So as much as the attention is going to be on me, it's really the team. It's a collect effort, and I would like that to be more of a headline instead of how well I played.
Just talk us through the last bucket. You had the sort of move and the dunk on Jochi. What did you sort of see on that play, and what was it like sort of make that sort of play so that's such a key point in the game?
I don't know. I don't really. It's kind of a blur to me. I guess it was just me playing off instincts and just trusting my instincts. I work on my game a lot, so when something just goes to mind, I go with it, and that's kind of how I am. I kind of live and die with my results.
Mick, let's go with you. Hi, Dean and Joe. Good win tonight. Dean, can you talk to me a little bit about that time out in the middle of JCA? What was the message to the boys? What did you tell them?
Yeah, obviously I demanded a response for the way that we played the last 5 minutes, and I didn't think we responded the right way. So I challenged them to say, is this how we're going to respond when we're challenged right now? Are we going to give up easy baskets? Are we going to not share the basketball? You know, we weren't doing the things that make us great. So, yeah, the boys took it well. You know, it was a challenge to the collective to be better. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to do that very often.
What were you feeling personally? Were you pretty charged?
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm going to stand up timeout. There's words that don't need to be heard on the telecast, so that's why the league allows us to do that.
Yeah. Joe, can you just talk about that moment and I guess for yourself personally and also the team, did you guys really sort of go, we need to take this on?
Yeah, definitely, but it shouldn't have to take coach yelling at us halfway to be able to get a spark. And kind of like I touched on earlier, it's kind of like those lulls that we get into as a team. We need to find a way to not have them, or if we do have them, just shortening the time. I think we finished the last 5 minutes in the second quarter with just 2 points or something like that. So, and then we didn't start the third well. So, yeah, I mean, it helped, but we shouldn't need it.
I know you know, whenever we've asked you about your own performances, you've liked it deflected the team, but you have a bit of personal pride in, you know, it's been a bit of a long journey for you in kind of, you know, biding your time behind some really good big guys, and now, you know, you're sort of emerging and showing what you can do. Are you proud of yourself?
I guess. I don't know. Like I said, like I don't really take too much time to dwell on the past. I'm very, very much focused on the present. And the present right now is we won, and the next thing is New Zealand, another tough team, and we need to get ready for them, and hopefully we come out with a win. I'm not really too concerned about how far I've come or where I am. I'm just, yeah, move on to the next.
You mentioned New Zealand. You've got a pretty big challenge in front of you with Yanni. Can you talk about him and your opinions of him and what you've seen him do this year?
That's for more you guys to talk about. You guys are going to talk about a matchup between me and him, but it's between Melbourne and Breakers. I don't care what Yanni does, as long as we get a win.
Well, I might have to ask Dean then. Dean, what are your thoughts on the two big fellas matching up?
Yeah, and I thought, you know, Joe just highlighted how good Ariel was tonight, and you know, I thought there was multiple guys that came off the bench that really, you know, did their job. Brad Newley come in and did his job. Mason Peatling come in and did his job. Shea Ely, and that's what we've been asking for, is everybody that comes in to really contribute. But, that Ariel gives us an energy boost, and, he made 3 buckets in a row in that little period, and it was huge for us. And it wasn't all his power game. He showed his touch game tonight, making little floaters, making his jumper. So when you've got Joe and Ariel, 40 plus points between them, and double figure rebounds, it's a force. So New Zealand will not only look at how they deal with Joe, but they're going to deal with Ariel as well, as him coming in for him. So if those two can keep doing the things they're doing, it's going to be trouble for most teams at the centre position.
Just your opinions on New Zealand. Are they, from what you see, there's a big distance between their best and their worst. How do you prepare if they absolutely give it to you? They had a good win in Cairns the other night, and they played exceptional basketball in that first half, and Cairns were pretty good in the second half. But Dan Shamir's a hell of a coach, smart coach, and he has that group organised and uses the abilities that they have on that roster really well, and and he uses the on-ball screen to precision, and whatever coverage you've got, he's got to counter for it, and his boys know how to do it. So how well we can counteract that and starve them of the shots that they want to create, and then ensure that we're playing united basketball the other way and sharing the basketball. So their record doesn't indicate how talented and how good they are. We're certainly not walking in Sunday taking them lightly at all.